Hi there today. How are you? My name is Amy and I'm back here on this channel, and we are going to cover a gentle mental health topic today that's very important, and I think some people have a hard time distinguishing, I can speak, I promise, empathy from other emotions. So our topic today is empathy, and I am really excited about that because it comes up a lot, and I'm not sure everyone is clear about what empathy is. So we're gonna explore that today. I'm following the Know, Show, and Grow model that I use for these gentle mental health topics. So the first thing we need to do is to know empathy. What is it? Empathy is the ability to accept, understand, and share the feelings of another person. Emotional resonance with another person. I really love that term, emotional resonance. It just sounds really good. It's like a vibe, you know? Emotionally grasp the nuances of what someone else is feeling. See and feel the situation from their perspective. So it's that whole like put yourself in their shoes kind of thing. And to distinguish empathy from other emotions. Empathy is not sympathy. Empathy is not pity. And empathy is not agreement. So that's kind of interesting too. Let's go over that again. Empathy is the ability to accept, understand, and feel the emotions of others. Having emotional resonance with another person. Emotionally grasp the nuances of what they are feeling. See and feel the situation from their perspective. So instead of it being a me focus, it's a them focus. Shift your mind's eye from here to over there and see if that helps you empathize. Empathy is not sympathy, it is not pity, and it is not agreement. Wow. That's all very helpful information just right there. So in order to show empathy, you need to stay out of judgment, accept and recognize the emotions taking place. Take the perspective of the other person, again, communicate your recognition and ask if you can help. Like, I can see you're getting upset. Is there something I can do? A lot of times, just being a good listener does a lot. What blocks empathy? Hurt, aggression, and anger. Don't approach an angry person looking for empathy. You're not going to get it. Don't approach someone who just got hurt, either physically or emotionally. Don't, expect empathy from them. Those emotions of hurt, anger, and aggression are so dominating in our, psyche that we can't really muster up empathy. If we're really angry, the anger, dominates out any of the softer emotions that we need to have when we're empathizing. when we're really angry and maybe we want to hurt somebody back, that sort of, what happens is we stop relating to the other person as a bona fide, beautiful human being. We forget that we are connected to them in our humanity. And so, not a good time. Showing empathy again. Stay out of judgment. That's a whole exercise to be in all the time anyway. Accept and recognize the emotions taking place. Take the perspective of the other person and communicate your recognition of them. Ask if you can help. What can I do? Ask an open-ended question. What can I do? I can definitely listen more, but if there's something else I can do, I would love to help. And saying I would love to help is very different than saying, what do you want? Yeah, that can be a little harsh. So we did the know empathy, we did the show empathy, and now we're going to do the grow empathy. And I think in general, empathy develops just from practicing and observing other people who are empathetic. I think empathetic people are, just wonderful. I know for myself, it took me well into my 20s before I experienced true empathy. How to grow empathy. Just a little informational nugget here. Sometimes folks who might have had early childhood trauma may have delayed development of empathy. So it's like if you never received it, there's no model built in your mind as to how to give it out, So there's hope for people who have low empathy or no empathy. There's hope for them, but they might need a little, guidance. If you know of someone like that, I'll raise my hand. I needed guidance on how to be empathetic, and then I made a whole career out of it. So it can work. So delayed development of empathy. Be willing to listen to others' emotions without labeling or fixing. So instead of saying, you're so sad, just say, you seem really down. Is there something I can do for you? And it's, that sort of gentler tone. Don't be sarcastic with somebody who's hurting. And don't diminish or bulldoze over their experience of their emotions, because you don't get to say what someone else gets to feel. That's not your job at all. So resign from that post and find another one. Be willing to listen to others' emotions without labeling or fixing. So, no fixing. I know it's, we're sort of raised in this society, or, I can see where it comes from when you see someone who's crying, for example, and you want to just hurry up and give them a tissue so they can mop that mess up so that you don't have to deal with it. But really, the empathetic thing to do is say, Do you need a tissue? Do you want a tissue? When I'm crying, sometimes I don't want to wipe it away. I want to get the full on ugly cry going without interruption. So, and people who rush with the Kleenex are just showing how uncomfortable my emotions are making them. So, in the midst of my emotions, I don't want to be, feeling that I'm making somebody else uncomfortable. If you're that uncomfortable, then just leave my presence. I would be more okay with that than trying to smother me with tissue. We're all just humans trying to make a living. What can I say? Be willing to be supportive in the present moment. So we're back to present moment awareness. Being in the present moment is something that, is touted in meditation circles, and, it's a mindfulness is all about being in the present moment. So be in the present moment. It's the only moment you're going to have that's exactly like this. So be in it. And no fixing, like with the tissue. No diminishing. No, don't, when someone's down, it's not the best time to step on their neck. I think that's a move that bullies do. And I pray that we are moving away from that sort of behavior as a society. But that might just be me wishful thinking. I don't know. Meet the other person where they're at. So don't have an expectation of them to be different, because that's not their job. To meet your expectation is not their job. So I hope this all makes sense, because empathy is really important and it deserves exploring. I'm going to do like a very quick recap. I know I was on tangent a lot of the time, so I just want to make sure that the bullets stay intact in your mind. Empathy is the ability to accept, understand, and share the feelings of others. Emotional resonance with another person. And to emotionally grasp the nuances of what they are feeling. Change your perspective to put yourself in their shoes. It is not sympathy, pity, or agreement. So you don't have to agree with the person or how upset they are or whatever they're feeling. That's not your job. Your job is to just be with them. To show empathy, stay out of judgment, accept, recognize the emotions taking place. Shift your perspective to theirs and what position they're in. Communicate your recognition and ask if you can help. Anger, aggression, and hurt block empathy. And how to grow empathy. Number one thing, be willing to listen to others' emotions without labeling or fixing. Be willing to be supportive in the present moment and meet them where they're at. Do not project your expectations onto them. I think we're done with empathy. Please drop a line. Let me know if this was helpful. I feel like I learned a lot when I was doing research for this, so I'd like to know. And thank you for being here.